Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is FIFA Beetle and welcome to another player review. Today right here we got the man in the middle, Giorgio Chiellini. Right here we got the new Foot Freeze card right here as a CDM. We moved him up to a CM. He has medium high work rates. He is 6'2". Bought him for 245,000. 7 games played. Left footed. Skill moves. He has 2-star on weak foot. He has 3-star. You can see he has no goals, no assists in 7 games in Division 1. Here let's take a closer look to his in-game stats compared to his card stats. Right here he has 80 acceleration, 80 sprint speed. That's a way bigger boost than his normal card right here, but we have him paired up with a shadow, so it gives him plus 10 on both acceleration and sprint speed. His shot power goes 90, his long shots are 80. Those are the things that stand out. Agility 76, balance is 80, reactions is 91, dribbling is 72, ball control is 70, and composure is 92. He actually has decent curve and decent passing being at short pass 85, long pass being 85 as well, and curve 80. His interceptions are 86, boosted plus 10 with the shadow card. Heading accuracy 81, boosted plus 5. Defensive awareness is already beautiful with 92 plus 5 with the shadow, and a stand tackle 88 plus 10 with the shadow as well, and slide tackle 86 plus 13 with the shadow. He has jumping 83, stamina 80, so it's boosted from his regular card. I believe it was really low. Strength is 87 in this one, which is pretty nice as a CDM or even as a center back, and aggression 85, which I like aggressive players. Now let's look at his player traits. So right here he's got paired up with long throw in, so he takes those long throws. Injury prone, so he's prone to getting injured, so he gets injured on pretty hard tackles. Dives into tackles, so when you take that slide he gets that extra slippery slide, gets slides down the field an extra couple feet, and then power header, so he goes and thrusts his head like a freaking wild man towards goal or wherever he's gonna head that ball out. So I mean, so far this car is dropping 245. It's dropping pretty fast. I bought this like 2 hours after its release, and I'm pretty sure it's already lower than 245. Let's take a look. He's probably in the 220s by now. Oh no. So it looks like they're all up at 300k right now, so I don't know what's going on with that. And let me know if you guys want to see a Gosens center back review. He's actually pretty decent, other than his stats being not the best defensive awareness stats. An alternative to Chiellini that I use a lot, you could see right here I have 79 games played, 3 games, 23 assists, 3 goals I mean, and I use this guy in Division 1 and in Foot Champs, so he's pretty much my go-to CM. Chiellini just replaced him right now, but honestly I'd rather use Rodriguez than this guy. I think it's the dribbling that does it. So now let's get into some gameplay. I'll go over some pros and cons and what I think of them right away as I was using them, and if I recommend you use them, give them a rating of 1 through 10, and tell you what division I recommend you use them in, and what division quality he is. So stay tuned for that, and remember to like and subscribe if you're not already. If you're not going to subscribe, at least please leave a like, thumbs up this video, and it helps the channel a lot. So thank you guys. See you guys in the gameplay. Oh, and before I forget, I had this guy at stay back while attacking, so just to let you guys know, other than that everything was on balance. Played him in this exact formation. Only thing I did in game was move him to the left side. Since he was left footed, I could get those left footed long balls down the wing a little better. Other than that, this was the formation. Alright guys, welcome to the video, the gameplay part of this video right here. We're gonna go over some pros and cons later on in this little gameplay, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about Chiellini pretty much as soon as I played him. So what I noticed about this guy is he likes to stay pretty deep in behind, so that has to do with his medium high work rates. So as soon as he does a give and go, you'll see him in some of these clips where he'll just hang back. He won't even run forward unless it's like a pretty aggressive give and go where you kind of move his body forward. Other than that, if he sees you're not going to pass it to him, he just says, oh, screw that, I'm not going to freaking run any further. But that's one thing I noticed about the guy. Honestly, I don't find his price point worth it. At least at the moment. He's going for like 260, it says on the top right corner, but I mean, he does just as great as Rodriguez's Foot Freeze card. If you guys are familiar with that card, the one I showed earlier in the beginning of the video, I'd recommend that card over this card. It's lower pace, but honestly with Chiellini's 80-80 sprint speed and acceleration, I really don't feel a huge difference in speed, and I don't feel him being that speedy, even though it is in the 80s. But I mean, with the shadow card it boosted 90-90, I still don't feel a big difference. I'd rather just save the coins and pay like 20k for what's his name, Rodriguez. But technically at the moment, if you didn't do the I forgot what the card exactly is, the Kadira one, he is technically Chiellini the best CDM in the league at the moment, but I don't feel he plays as well as his stats represent. He feels literally like a center back at CDM. I don't know how else to explain it. If you ever controlled, ball in the back with a center back, how clunky he feels to turn around or to just turn, that's literally how he feels. His dribbling isn't the best, so that's like a major weakness of his, especially being in the center mid. You could lose possession pretty easy if you're not careful, if you don't have enough space. Right here I overran it, you can see, but I'd honestly go over Rodriguez and tell this guy if he ever hits like 150 he'd be worth it, but like in the high 200s you could put your money somewhere else and buy a Kesse, is that how you pronounce his name? And right here you can see I like to test players in either free kicks or penalties, whatever chance I get. I obviously don't recommend you take freaking penalties with this guy. He has like finishing like in the 60s, I believe. I don't know. His passing was actually pretty decent though. He had decent passing. I tried him out with an engine, which wasn't anything too different. I'd rather just keep him at a shadow or maybe a catalyst for speed and passing. But you can see right here he's making a run with that give and go, the aggressive give and go. I made him run forward, but I mean, he just couldn't manage to do anything out of it. I did take one shot with him, which wasn't that great of a shot. It was just a straight off balance shot. What else about this guy? His tackles are pretty good if you ever get a tackle that's pretty like easy to do. Other than that, I mean, players in Division 1, they all like to shield away with Neymar and skill and do all these step overs where your defenders don't even know what the hell's going on. But other than that, his tackles are pretty cool. I like Chiellini's slide tackles. It feels like he slides an extra freaking couple yards because of his dives into tackles trait. He's a pretty decent center back. He's pretty strong. He has nice 80 balance. That's good enough. He likes to cut off passes, but remember I played him in a CM. I feel it feels more of a defensive midfielder. I think in like a 4-2-3-1, him and either if you have Kadira or him and I'd recommend Rodriguez. I think that'd be a pretty beast CDM combo. I think I would do that in the future if I ever go back to a 4-2-3-1. I just really like the 4-2-4 or 4-4-2. It's been working out really great for me. I've also tried Chiellini as a center back, so recommend you if you get Gosens or Gozens to and he scored an own goal right here. And I recommend you get Gozens and then switch Gozen up to CM or CDM and then bring Chiellini back to center back. That actually works pretty fine too. Gozens is a pretty decent CDM. But right here you can see the cons I have for him is dribbling. Of course, he feels very center backy. He has no weak foot. I believe it's like 2-star. Skill moves is like 2-star. Or his weak foot is 3-star. But I mean, those are the major cons I came up with. His pros is obviously strong. He has a decent speed with 80 acceleration, 80 sprint speed. His defense is beautiful. Nice marking, nice tackling, nice slide tackling, standing tackle, all that. Marking, defensive awareness. He has solid passing with 85 long, 85 short. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say. I'm giving this a 6.9 right now at the moment because I did play him at a center mid. So, that's the center mid, 6.9. Eventually, I'll do a CDM. But thank you guys for watching. There's a D2 player, in my opinion. Remember, stay Gucci, not Pucci, and happy holidays.